of the European Union, members of the Diplomatic Corps, Madam Country Manager of the World Bank, heads and representatives of international organizations and international partners, development partners, Madam Chair and members of the Superintendent's Council, the Honorable, the Mayor of the City of Monrovia, other officials of government, Mr. Chairman of Make Group and Han and Brother, former officials of government, students, all other invited guests, members of the press, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. On the occasion of the official launch of the project, styled Excellence in Learning in Liberia, EXCELL, I have the honor at this time to present to you His Excellency Joseph Nyumah Boakai, Senior, President of the Republic of Liberia, who will deliver special remarks on this occasion.
Welcome, please have your seats. I want to thank you for coming. For those of you who have followed the history of Liberia in education, it came from good, bad, mess, best, now excellent. I think we want to keep it at excellent for now. I want to recognize the ministers of government, Madam First Lady, members of the legislature, our development partners, excellencies, members of the diplomatic corps, our parents, students, members of the full estate, fellow Liberians. I want to start by thanking our partners, and as I listen to them today, it reminds me of a little girl that was praying for a pair of shoes, and she was shouting so much, and somebody said, "You don't need to shout, God is not deaf." And he said that my auntie in the room that's supposed to buy the shoes. So you keep our promises. And I listen to Andy, to one. We want to thank you so much for making it clear as to what this country needs to move. I want to recognize here our partners that just arrived, the Korean partners who are here. Will you just stand and let them see you? And the Make Group who are here to contribute to the development of this country. Came with a big plate, and we're very happy to have you here. I am very pleased to be with you today as we launch the Excellence in Learning project in Liberia, widely known as EXCELL. And I want to thank the children from the School of the Blind. I want to say to them, your Christmas is on me. Today is more than just unveiling a program. It is a clear statement of who we are as Liberians and as a nation, what we believe about the future of our children. At its core, the project speaks to a simple but powerful truth that every Liberian child, no matter where that child is born or raised, deserves quality education and a real opportunity to succeed. And as a matter of fact, we are a product of that. When we invest in education, we are not just building schools or training teachers. We are shaping the future of our country. Education is the foundation on which national development is built. If we get education right, we set Liberia on the right path where generations unborn. I always say this government and we are not about the next election, we are about the next generation. We fail our children in the classroom, we risk failing the Liberia tomorrow. This is why EXCELL matters. It is a bold vision of inclusive, enriched, transformative impact. We're therefore here today to roll out this all-important program that bears the following four critical target areas. 1, improving equitable access to primary education through the construction of 100 innovative climate resilient schools. 2, school capitation grant program targeting school renovation, rehabilitation, and performance-based grants to incentivize merit and excellence at schools. 3, school-based violence prevention program. 4, system strengthening to deliver foundational learning through the conduct of a timely and quality annual school census and national primary learning assessments. Through this initiative, more than 350 children will benefit. Over 15,000 teachers will receive better training and support. School leaders across 15 counties in every political district will be better equipped to lead. Our schools will become safer, stronger, more resilient. This is how we intentionally build Liberia's human capital fairly and sustainably. The EXCELL project fits squarely within my government's agenda for inclusive development, especially our commitment to human capital development. It directly addresses the long-standing challenges in our education sector and turns those challenges into opportunities for reform, innovation, and lasting improvement. Let me be very clear, this is not just a project. It is not financing. It is an impactful investment in Liberia's future. It is an investment that will pay dividends in higher productivity, reduce inequality, empower good, stronger communities, and a more competitive nation. But government alone cannot do this. And I'm speaking to those who have openly made commitments here, our educational leaders. I'm reminded sometime back, I helped to sponsor some teachers in Lofa County sometime way back. There were about 37 of them at KRTTI and ZRTTI. And I got a very nice letter from them upon their graduation. We want to thank you for sponsoring us. But we want to ask you, as we always in Liberia, when we say thank you, the next thing that follows a request. We want to ask you to help us buy our COATSHOOTS coat shoots. This was a letter from teachers who are going to train. And I said to the president at the time, I said, it reminds me about a man and his wife who was fasting. And the woman said, I regret for marrying you. And the man said, look at the woman can't spell. She called him regret. So you have regret everything. If the graduation teachers are asking for coat shoes, you can just imagine what the students will be writing. This is serious, and that's why we want to make sure we correct. So I call on our educators, our parents, our community leaders, development partners to take full ownership of this project. I want to urge our legislature, and I thank and from the House, stand firmly with Liberia's children by supporting a timely ratification of this financial exercise, so that we do not lose the important opportunity of the financing. And I want for us to work together to ensure that the classrooms of today become the engines for prosperity for tomorrow. Let us make excellence not an exception, the standard for education in Liberia. Let us continue, as we always say, in all that we do, that we think Liberia, love Liberia, and build Liberia. I want to thank you all for this commitment. When the Minister of Finance were laying out to you some of the things that they intend to do, in support of some of these things that we're doing with the Gender Minister and the Education Minister, we now have at the port 5 containers, 40-foot containers, that are to support some of these projects for children who may not have shoes to go to school, for children who may not have some appropriate sporting activities. The 5 containers have been uploaded. So that we make sure even the children that were singing up here, School of the Blind, the disabled, that we'll be able to reach them, not standing in the street to beg for these things, but I will make sure they are all included in our consideration. We want to thank you all for this huge cooperation. I want to thank our ministers in a special way who go out there to negotiate. Maybe you don't know, but not everybody who just hold a position can accomplish the same thing. Don't take it for granted. Because of representation and the performance that we show, the partners that work with us, they see and they report. And so we want to encourage our ministers, those in those areas, that the time for fun is over, that business is not as usual. Our country deserves the best, and we're not going to change our habits and our decision on making sure that those who think business is as usual, we actually ask them to leave and give chance to people who mean well for this country. that the partners who sit here, they want to see something that they contribute to. Because when they tell their people Liberia is doing well, they want to make sure that this is true. That's why they go with us out of town. We were just in Nimba just a few days ago to look at the agricultural fair and the product that were coming from there. And I'm very sure that all of us here, if we are really truly committed, Liberia is bound to move, and it's going to move. Whether some of you like it or not, there's a decision we're made and a commitment we have made to the country, and we are living according to that. It's not without challenges, but I think if we didn't have challenges, we won't have any reason to be here. Thank you, and God bless you.